Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with a new pocket idea. So it's a new doily pocket idea, and I thought we could come along and have a bit of a play with these. So what I've got here are some doilies. Now some are coffee dyed, some aren't, as you can see. So coffee dyed, not coffee dyed. This one's partially coffee dyed, and these obviously are fully coffee dyed. These are approximately just over 5 inches in diameter, so that's the kind of size that those doilies are. They're just, you know, regular paper doilies. And then what I've also got is a whole bunch of, these are my printables. Again, and I say this all the time, I've got printables because that's what I've mainly got these days. Obviously, you don't have to use printables. You could use, you know, book pages, you could use, you know, sheet music, you can use scrapbook paper, anything that you like. But I'm just going to use this. Now, mine have been printed on 110 GSM. So that's, you know, thicker than copy paper, but it's not that thick, you know, this much thicker paper. But it is much thicker than, you know, or quite a bit thicker than copy paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by taking my paper and just literally tearing it in half. So for me, I like to just literally score down like that and then just take it in half like that. That's just how I find the quickest and easiest way to do it. But of course, you know, you must do it how you like to do it best. And then I'm going to just fold it in half again. So like that. Now I'm just going to move all these papers so that we've just got one here and it's hopefully a bit easier to see. Then I'm going to take my doily. So let's just see whether we prefer a coffee dyed or a white one. Oh, I can't decide now. Oh, I'm not sure. I like the coffee dyed and I like the white. Oh, should we go with the coffee dyed one? Perhaps the semi coffee dyed one. We'll do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to fold the coffee dyed, or you know, fold the doily over. Now, trying to fold it in line with the shapes, if you see what I mean. So, you know, in line with the other side, so that my holes and gaps are, you know, pretty much kind of in line with where they actually were on the original. It's not essential, but, you know, just if you can, that's quite a good, you know, good thing to do. I've now mucked it up slightly on this edge, would you believe? And this is the edge which is going to matter more. So yeah, just move that slightly over. There we go. Right. Then you're going to take it again and fold it up on itself like that. Okay, so what you've got is like a section here and a section here. Now, as you can see, where mine's kind of been coffee dyed and not coffee dyed, I've got a bit of a weird thing going on. So I'm just going to quickly ink the top portion up, just so it's sort of tying in a little bit better with the bottom. So like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this section here together. So just the smaller folded section. Okay, so just taking my Anita's tacky glue and just go around like that. Okay, squish that in like that. Okie dokie. Now, I did go through a phase where this glue really marked the doilies for some reason. Now, I think that was kind of, they'd done something to the glue. And touch wood, it doesn't seem to do it anymore. That being said, I'm feeling slightly nervous because I haven't tried it for a while. So just in case they've, you know, reverted back and done something to the glue again. But fingers crossed it's going to be okay. So then what you've got is a single section of doily and a thicker section of doily there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take what's going to be our pocket effectively, and we're going to put the doily on. Now at this point you might want to trim it down slightly. The reason I'm saying this is because if you're having this as a pocket like this, all we've done is torn the paper down halfway at the moment, which of course then if you're going to put this into a journal, this would be the full width of your page. So you just, you know, you might want to tear it down. You might be happy with it being the full width, but I think take it in just a little bit like that. Okay, and then depending, you might want to just take it down slightly on the height then. Okay, again, you know, just judge by eye, or I like to just judge by eye and decide when I think it's a good shape and size. Then all you're going to do is slip your folded paper with the open fold onto or into your back open doily. So like that. Okay. Oops. And of course this worked perfectly before the video, and now it's not going in there properly. There we go. Right, so just slipping that over. You might need to just adjust your fold slightly there. There we go. And then all you're going to do is take your stapler and just staple along the edge. Now I'm using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher, but you could obviously use a, you know, a regular size stapler. How gorgeous is that? And that's your entire pocket. You've then got a pocket here, you've got a pocket here, and then you've got a pocket here. So just literally no glue. I mean, obviously we did glue that doily together, but you've got no glue in your pocket together. You've got no sewing, no anything. And you've got then 3 pockets. And depending on how you obviously, you know, use this on your, in your junk journal, you could potentially have like 4 pockets, because you could have a top loading pocket or something as well. So just kind of ink around this one a bit, just to, you know, finish it off nicely. Like that. Okay, I can't remember whether I said, but yeah, this paper's from my large birdhouse papers. So now I've got some lace here. Again, I'm not sure whether I've got quite the right colours now. Got a few different laces here. Probably not that. I've got this crocheted lace. Just going to try this, so I'm just going to take it down and then I'm just going to cut it in half, just because otherwise it's probably a little bit wide. So I'll just take it in half like that. Oops. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So then just glue that straight down along the bottom. Covers up your staples anyway, so you know, doesn't matter which staples you used, big or little, like that. And then we'll just put something else in there. So I'm not sure, having a quick scan around on my desk to see what I've got laying around. I've got these are just from my butterfly cabinet collection background papers. I'll just take one of these. I don't know whether this will go, to be honest, but we'll just try it. Okay. Just ink that around a bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? So we could have that just there. And then I wonder if I've got any flowers or anything. Just have a quick look. I've got like some offcuts of things on the side of my desk that I have used for other stuff. So thinking, do I have flowers and stuff on there? I've got this. This is from my, I can't remember the name of this kit, but the little puppies papers that I've got. So I'm just going to, and I've got this in a neutrals and also a, you know, this bright sort of shades. I'll just try this one, just because this got quite a few little fussy cut flowers, so might just be quite nice on here, I think. And then I'll just ink around there to disguise my shoddy cutting. This has already got some, I think it's worn lipstick is the colour on that ink pad from something else I was doing where I was using this kit, so I felt confident it was gonna look good. There we go. Oh, how pretty does that look? Absolutely gorgeous. And then might even be able to have a butterfly and maybe even another flower, so let's just try that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love doilies, but I'm not generally very imaginative with how I use them. So I just kind of like thought, do you know, oh gosh, I'm having that with the walnut stain and not the worn lipstick. Oh well. It's a bit weird now. It's gone a bit of a weird colour. Let's just put a bit of walnut stain on that one so it's, yeah, similar now. Yeah, I love buying doilies, and I like using them. I love the look of them, but I'm not very imaginative when it comes to using them, so I just thought this was a bit of a different, nice way to use them. And I love doing the stapled pockets, you know, ever since that Rachel from Roxy Creations, her stapled pocket that she did, well, she's done a few actually. I just really love using that method for making a pocket. It's so quick and easy, you know, and yeah, I just really love it. And it doesn't sort of bulk your paper out like the glue can do. You know, it's all kind of like maintaining its usual thickness, isn't it? Which, that's very, very cool. Oh, just thought I'd try that butterfly there. Probably a bit weird, but not too bad. Yeah, so perhaps we could have it something like that. So I'll just glue these bits down. Just, oops, didn't realise I had not glued this down yet. So okay, and this flower here. Oops. And then, yeah, I think the butterfly. I don't know now. Probably there. Okay, let's just have that there. Now I've just got a bit of pearly trim. Do we want the pearly trim? Oh, let's just cut that lace out because that looks a bit weird. Do we want some pearly trim on the bottom of there, or do we want some Diamante bling? Because I always love using the Diamante. Always my favourite. Just try that. Oops. I don't know now. I do have the trim packs, by the way, over on my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website. So if you were, you know, looking for any trim. Now, do we like the bling there, or do we like it here? Probably here, but I don't know now. I know it probably really doesn't matter very much, and it's probably, you know, it's probably negligible, you know, which looks better, but oh, I'm going to put it this side now. I know, I said, oh, probably better over on the other side. Now I'm putting it on that side, but oh. Just was having a sip of my tea quickly while I was still pulling this from side to side. Now I wonder whether I should just have like two Oh, come on. To here on that butterfly or on this one? Which do we think? Oh no. Right, let me just clean my nozzle up from my glue. Okay. Oh dear, come on. Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. How gorgeous is that pocket? I just love it. And that's then your entrance there. So I'm just going to put that to one side. Let's make another one. So we just run through it again. So I'm going to take my paper. We won't make one with the same paper because that's a bit boring. So let's take another paper. Let's do one that's hopefully going to be quite different looking. So I'm going to do these two. So I've got, these are my Amaranthine Loveliness papers. So just take one of these. And then the other one is a page from my clocks collection papers. So there we go. Got that one and this one. Okay. Don't think it really matters which one I'm using. No, don't think it does. Right, so let's just fold that in half. Oops. Like that. And then this one, I mean, I'm thinking you could have it as a tall pocket instead of a, you know, landscape, have it as a portrait one. So just fold that in like that. Okay, I'll just quickly have another sip of my tea. Okay, that's all finished. Right, I think probably, I was thinking the white doily, but yeah, I think the white. And then this one, maybe the coffee dyed for this one. So yeah, let's do one white, one coffee dyed. So again, remember what you want to do is line your holes up, only because when we glue that, you know, the smaller pocket portion together, it's going to be better if it's actually, you know, lined up as best you can. I mean, the chances are it's not going to line up quite perfectly. As you can see, this one's, you know, not lined up perfectly, but it's okay. So before I fold it in, I just want to decide where I want to put the pocket. So do I want it down in this corner or do I want it in this corner? Yeah, probably over here, in which case I need to have my paper like that. Okay, so just folding that over now. So again, you're then going to open it back out, remember, and you're going to glue down your smaller doily pocket. So taking the wipe and just, okay, like that. Okie doke, put that in. So again, I probably want to just take this over slightly, because remember what we said, that this would then be too wide really for the page. So take it across slightly, and then I'm just going to then just make it slightly shorter in terms of height now, like that. And then this, remember, just slips in to, oops, that back portion. That's probably the fiddliest part of this whole process, to be honest, is trying to slip that neatly onto there. Okay. Oh, you can see what I've done now, don't you? And now I'm going to have to use staples here and staples here because I've put it on the wrong way round. So yeah, I should have done it the other way. So it would have been the other way. Anyway, it's fine. It's still going to work just the same. So we're just going to take our stapler, going to just staple here and there and there, and then here we can just again take the staples. Oops. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we can just ink all that around, because I've now not got a very good edge here where I've obviously cut it. So just got a little bit hanging out there. Just trim that down like that. Okie dokie. Ink around. Like that. Yay! How cute is that pocket? It just looks so pretty, doesn't it? So again, you've got your pocket here, and then you've got pockets here and a pocket in there. So just see whether my lace that I've got here left over might just look good. Perhaps we'll put the lace down on this edge this time, just for a different, you know, different look. So a bit of lace there. Okay. Just trim that up. Okay. Like that. And then just see. Just got this laying around from something else. I thought I would try it. I mean, it's not great, is it? It's not the best. So yeah, probably not that. Just looking to see whether I've got anything else that might be suitable. You know, from things that are laying around on the desk. So what else have I got? Honestly, I mean, I've probably got all sorts of things laying around, but of course now, can I see them? Of course I can't. Oh, I've just got a cluster there. Well, it's not too bad actually. Let me just ink this up. That's quite nice actually. So shall we have that there? I mean, it's not the look that I thought that I was going to go for, but I do quite like it. So yeah, should we pop that down? Again, just use my Anita's tacky glue just to glue this down. Like that. Actually, I'll just move that across a bit. And then shall we have a little bit of bling on here as well? Honestly, I mean, I just think everything always looks better with a bit of bling. Oh, I've also got a little birdhouse, which we could have actually put on somewhere here, couldn't we? Just see. This is from my large birdhouse set. But yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, oh, we could even have the birdhouse in there somewhere. Oh, do you know, I should have put that behind the cluster, shouldn't I? Poking out. Would have looked quite nice, wouldn't it? Could have it there, but that's a bit strange, isn't it? So yeah, perhaps I won't. Perhaps we'll leave that. Let me just get some bling. Okie dokie. Oh, look. Got all these little... They look to me like little caterpillar legs poking off of the bling. Just trim that down. Yeah, what do we think to that? Now I'm thinking a butterfly in this green would look good, or got some of my numbers here. Let's just try this one. Now, always very shocking at cutting out ovals, so bear with me. Well, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Yeah. Just ties that colour in, doesn't it? It sort of needed that colour bringing in. So we'll just pop that one down there. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Maybe you are doing some crafting. I hope you're having a nice time. It's another grey day here. Now, I do always say this, but yeah, I do film ahead. So if you're living in the UK and you look out and it's glorious sunshine or, you know, gorgeous weather, honestly, it's not at this point of filming, but it could be by the time that this video goes up. So yeah, just please know that I'm not lying, but I may well have filmed this, you know, it could even be months before it goes up. So there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very, very pretty, isn't it? Yeah, love that. Who would have thought that that bird cluster would go with those, you know, clock papers and things? But it does look good, doesn't it? I mean, I probably wouldn't put the bling there because it would just be in the way of like a journal card or anything that you're popping into the pocket. But, you know, I guess it's sort of an option that you could. Just going to have a look again at those little flowers. You know, probably not, but let's just see. And this has also got some bows in here as well, so let's just try. Okay, I've just got that worn lipstick still on this ink pad. That's from yesterday, but it's obviously quite a strong colour, so it's just sort of staying on the pad quite well. Well, that's quite pretty actually, isn't it? I was going to put it over here, but let me just take this bow and just see whether we could have the bow anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe comment down below, you know, what's your favourite way to use doilies? Like, have you got, you know, a go-to way that you use doilies? You know, I find them sometimes a little bit tricky to use, or a little bit tricky to use my imagination to come up with ways to use them. So yeah, I'd love to hear what everyone else's favourite ways of using them are, you know, because like I say, I'm just not very imaginative when it comes to actually using them, and I just, you know, tend to have like probably three go-to ways of using them, and then that's it. Oh, loving that. So yeah, it just kind of lifts it. So I'm going to use my hot glue. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the reason I'm doing it, it's going over a few different layers. We've got the lace, we've got various different layers of paper, so it's just going to kind of like hold down really nicely there without me having to keep pressing it. And then the same with this. I know it's ludicrous using the hot glue, but because it's going over obviously this you know, number and then the doily, it's just going to ensure that it's stuck down, and I'm not going to have to then keep pressing it. It's all, you know, it's completely stuck now. So, but isn't that a gorgeous pocket? So I just put that to one side, and then this one, like I say, I thought we could do like a tall version. So let's just take the doily, and again, start with your folding, you know, lining up those holes as best you can. And then we're just going to decide which way is going to look best for this pocket. So, and straight away I've mucked this up, I think. Oh, well. Let's put it like that. Okay, and then this will go here like that. Okay, that looks cool, doesn't it? And then all we do is, again, take our stapler, staple down this whole edge. 1, oops, 2, like that. We just do, yeah, I don't think I really even need to staple down there. Just going to ink around the pocket itself. Okie dokie. And then I'm not sure whether I want to ink around the doily or not. I probably should, shouldn't I? So I hope I don't regret this. Right. So like that. Oh dear, now look. Oh, not looking so good. Should I now do the whole doily? You know, kind of, because now I've put a bit on. Does that look worse than if I had none? Well, worse than if I had some, perhaps I should say. Because yeah, now it's too late. I feel like it's now, you know, maybe I need to have a bit more ink like that. Okay. Oh dear, like that. Oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, like that. So I haven't inked too heavily, but just, you know, just enough. No, I keep on pulling this one in. I must stop doing that now. What have I got that I could use for this one? Let me just have a look and see. I mean, I'm really just kind of, yeah, trying to make the most of things that I've got floating around. So I should have actually brought some bits along that I could have used for this, but didn't think to. I have got some of these ladies. They're not really going to go, are they? But yeah, it's not really gonna go. Oops, I've got some of my French collection. These I've printed 2 to a page. They are lovely, aren't they? 2 to a page. Oh, maybe we'll take this section. So let's just take this down like that. Okay. And then, yeah, shall I tear this round? Okay. Now, probably could have done with maybe even coffee dyeing it, to be honest, but anyway, we'll go with just inking it up, I think. So oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? So do we want it more? Yeah, I think perhaps more over to the side, actually. And then I've got some lace here, so let's just see. Got this ivory lace, very, very pretty. Oh, it's a bit of a big decision now where I want the lace, because yeah, it kind of looks good everywhere. Oh, quite like it on that side. I mean, I was originally thinking cover up the staples, you know, not that I mind them, you know, but yeah, I was thinking cover up the staples, but actually now I'm thinking this side looks better. So let's glue this down. So this has been printed on, you know, much thicker paper, so 210 to 230 GSM. So, you know, it just then stands out from your pocket piece, really. You know, it's a sort of definite focal point, where I feel like if they're the same paper thickness, it doesn't necessarily, you know, stand out. It sort of almost like merges in a bit much. So let's just try this. Okay. So that, like that. And then here, yeah, we'll just have the lace going down the edge, and then what I'll do is I will trim the lace off, because I mean obviously it's quite wide. Oops. And of course it's curly, so take that and snip that down here. Okay, and then just, yeah, trim that down. Now might be best off trimming it from the back. Okay. Oops, just be careful. Like that. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? It looks so pretty, doesn't it? I love how that looks. Now, do we think we need anything else, you know, like blue or purple or anything, to tie the colour in, like down here? Oops. Oh, look at what I've got here. I'm not necessarily saying that boot looks quite the right thing. I've got this butterfly. Let's try this butterfly. Do you know, I'm so full up today. I'd made some homemade, you know, banana bread, and I've had so much of it for my breakfast that I'm actually like sat here stuffed full. It's horrible. I don't know why I ate so much of it. I couldn't stop myself. It's like, oh, it's there, I'll just have some more. Oh, I'll just have some more. So what started as, you know, a reasonably kind of, well, I was going to say small slice. It definitely wasn't a small slice, but, you know, reasonable slice. Ended up as a huge, great big wedge, you know, which, what on earth is that about? Why can I not control my portion sizes? Not very good. Okay. So again, just ink this now. Like that. Okay. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? It just kind of, yeah, I feel like it needs something to tie it in over here. Although that being said, now I'm looking, I think, maybe it looks quite pretty being plainer. Because I do always, you know, have to colour everything so much. So actually I could just have the butterfly up there. Should we do that? And actually then just, you know, leave that in its kind of plain, natural, you know, pretty colour. Yeah, let's do that. Right, let's see if I've got some bling to either put in the butterfly or just on the lace. I mean, that's very pretty on the butterfly actually, isn't it? So let's just do that. Okay. Okie dokie. Oops. Come on. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? I love how that looks. So the final thing that I thought that we could do is put the doily somewhere else. So I've got here a sheet of, this is my tea collection papers. So what I thought we could try is, again, just going to take the paper down like that, tearing it down. Oh my goodness, look what I've done now. And this was the portion I wanted to use. What an idiot. Oh dear. Right, let's just try and salvage something from this. Oh, it's not going to be good. Right, okay. So I'm going to cut in here. Obviously, I did make that huge mess up where I tore down. And so half the paper's chomped off and missing now. But anyway, it won't really matter, to be honest. Once it's used as a pocket, that won't really kind of, you know, be much of a factor, really. So here we've got the white and we've got the ivory. I think the why am I saying ivory? It's not ivory. The coffee dyed one. So again, just fold it carefully, you know, matching up your holes. I mean, when you look, the holes don't seem to marry up everywhere. They match up in one end and not on the other end. That's how they've all been So, you know, I think that's kind of like standard. And then what I'm going to do is just fold it in, whoops, like this. Okay. And what I thought was we could have it, instead of down the bottom, oops, have it up here. Oh my goodness. This one seems extra fiddly to get in. Have it up there as a top tuck for the pocket. So your pocket will be stapled across here, and instead of having like a little corner pocket, you're going to have a corner tuck, or two corner tucks. So again, just going to go in and glue this one together. I mean, this bit's not essential, you know, if you're happy to have like your, you know, doily kind of like flimsier, you could then have, you know, technically like 3 doily pockets. I personally just think, well, that would be a bit of a weak point for me, and I'm likely to damage it. So that's why I'm, you know, making mine more robust by gluing it on that one edge, on that one, you know, that one side. So then literally take your pocket. Now I might just ink mine up before attaching that doily. Like that. Okay. And then take your page, pop it on like that. Okay. Oops. And then exactly the same, but remember we're now gluing from the top. So you're going to glue, not gluing, sorry, stapling here, 1, and then just going straight along that top edge. 1, 2, 3. So then what you've got is you've got then a little tuck here, and then your pocket here on this side. Now obviously I have mucked this up because of course I tore that out. So what you could do now is just place like a little extra piece of paper in there, you know, if that's going to affect your usability as a pocket. Let's just take this one, chop that down like that. Actually, probably take it like this. Oops. So, you know, don't ever be kind of deterred. Like if you muck up anything like I frequently do, you can always fix things. So like this, you know, we're just feeding in an extra sheet of paper. And I could have done this actually before stapling it together, would have been probably better, but just by feeding in that new sheet of paper there. So again, just ink around that and then just glue this down. Like that. And then here on this inner edge, this is where you've got your, you know, your jaggedy torn piece. So go round like that. Just so as you've, you know, got that piece of paper actually going around the, you know, the spot that's damaged. Slide this in here. Easier obviously before it had the glue. Now the glue is obviously just wanting to stick and sort of, you know, not slide and glide as easy as it had without the glue. Oh my goodness, come on. I mean, obviously you could just stop here and then just cut it out, but I'll cut it off. But let's just stick with it, try and get our sheet of paper in. Okay, there we go. That one, like that. Okay, oops, like that. Take your wipe or your, you know, your glue spreader and just then pop that down. You can just tidy it up there from the back, just so it's, you know, leveled up. And that's just a quick fix then for, you know, where I damaged the paper when I tore it. So, you know, just a little, yeah, a little kind of cheats way of fixing that. So that's that one. And then, yeah, let's just pop some lace or something on there. So let's just, now I've got pink lace here, which might be rather nice. Oh, I don't know now. Maybe the pink's not so good. Or maybe even just the ivory, actually, the crochet lace. Oh, it's a tough one, this, isn't it? I'm not sure. Maybe at the top. So I'm just going to cut this down and just try it. So just, oops, chop it down here. Again, just chop that in half. Just because it's too wide, obviously, you know, as it was. So chop that in half like that. Now, do we like it there or do we like it? I mean, I actually quite like it here, weirdly enough. Oh, it's a tough one. Not too sure. Oh, I wish that I could hear you guys and you could be shouting at me which way you think. Oh, let's just put it along the top, shall we? So, okay. Oops. Again, just trying to see what's the right way and the wrong way with the lace. It's very hard to see. Oh, like that, I think. Pop that down. Okay, trim that out on the edge. Like that, okay. And then, don't know whether we might have, not those. I mean, I've got the, my bright roses, which would have gone perfectly because they are like these, but I haven't got any here printed out. Unfortunately, I need to do a big printing batch, but at the moment I've got no internet, so I can't print, which is very frustrating. You could, like I say, put a hole, you know, thumb hole at the end. Sorry, I was just putting my punches over there. You could have a thumb hole here. I'm not going to, but you could. It would work especially nice with this because obviously it's got the decorative inside now because we put that piece of paper in. Got some of my coloured book plates. Let me try one of those. Okay. Just take that one. Okey-dokey. Oh, that looks pretty on there, doesn't it? Yeah, that does look pretty. So we could just do something like that, to be honest. Or maybe down here. That looks very pretty, doesn't it? So I'm just going to put, I think, a couple of brads in there. So let me just look and see where's those brads. It's not in there. Let me just have a look. I've got some here behind me. Okay. So yeah, just have some brads now. Are these going to be too big for those? No, they'll probably be okay. So yeah, let me just get my pokey tool to make the hole for the brads. Okay. Okay, like that. And at the other end as well. Good. Okay, there's one. I will have to trim my little legs out from my brads, but that's fine. So, like that. Okay. Oops. Actually, I think what I would do is try and bend that round. Okay, right. Oops. That one. And then this one here. And then here. Like that. So, yeah. I mean, to be honest, those brads are possibly a little bit on the big side, but yeah, I've got some smaller ones and I couldn't find them anywhere, you know, in quick time anyway. So yeah, now do we like it up here or do we like it down here? I think either's nice. Yeah, probably down here. So I'm just going to hot glue this because it's got the element with the metal now from the brad. So it's just a quick way to get that attached. Okay, and then do I have any butterflies or anything? Because I think a butterfly or something would look good over here. Not sure I have, but I have got some of my bows. Let's just take this one. These are from the Bright Bows. So yeah, let's just take this one. And obviously what you could do is you could then print out, you know, for example, like with this page, it's from the tea collection papers, and you could print out 2 pages, one on a thicker paper, and then what you could do is fussy cut out, you know, a portion of something and use it like a decoupage, which I think really is nice. So that's another sort of option there. I mean, to be honest, that bow's not really quite the right colour, is it? But yeah, it's not really, is it? Do we think we can get away with it, or is it just, you know, not right at all? Just see. Got those butterflies and things from that little puppy, you know, the dog set that we've been using. I might be better off using something from there. Okay. Yeah, I've got this laying around because I used this set to make my daughter's birthday card. Oh my goodness, it looked so cute. It turned out very, very sweet. She loved it. She was like, oh my god, look at my card, it's so pretty. Yeah, she really, really loved it. She's loves dogs. Loves dogs. Oops, hold on 2 seconds. Hold on. Sorry about that. Right, okay. So, yeah, we've got this bow, which, you know, it's just slightly more subtle in colour, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe we'll have this one. Could even have it, you know, sideways like that. I think it's quite cute. So, again, just sort of overkill, really, but just hot gluing it because it's going over, you know, different surfaces. It's going over the lace, it's going over the doily and things. So it's just a quick way to ensure it's actually glued down properly. Do we need any bling on this one? I'm not sure really whether we do, but let's just give it a try, because it's always good to double check. So hold on, let's just see. I mean, we might be getting a bit too many things on here with the bling, but I do always like the addition of bling, so let's just go for it, shall we? Just has that lifting sort of quality, doesn't it? So yeah, there we go. So aren't they just gorgeous? And I just think, you know, a little bit of a different way to use your doilies. You know, if like me, you're a little bit, you know, unimaginative with how to use your doilies, I thought this was just a little bit of a fun way to use them. So if I just sort of put them all back on the table for us to see, and then what I'll do, I'll just pull in. So made the 4, which, you know, pretty good going really. I don't know how long I've been filming for because I couldn't see the timer, but if I just bring here, like that. So just some of these little journal cards from the, I'm so sorry, it might be the Precious Pups collection, I think. I could just have a complete blank as to the name, but now I'm thinking I think it is called Precious Pups. So yeah, we'll just cut these down. So just some very quick, you know, ready-made printed journal cards like that. And yeah, we'll just then pop like that one, just to kind of show you basically where you've got your pockets. So we've got pocket here at the front, oops, here at the front, then here on there, and then you've got your side pocket in here. Obviously this would be completely lost in that pocket, but yeah, could then put something else in the pocket there. And then, like I say, you could also glue this on just 3 sides in your journal. If you're doing that, I would recommend just popping some glue around here, which is just going to prevent anything getting caught up when you're putting things in and out of this pocket. It's just going to prevent things getting caught on the doily. So it's just sort of a good practice thing to do there, so that then if you were to glue this on 3 sides, nothing's going to get caught up then on that doily when going in and out the pocket. So yeah, just a kind of like, you know, safety precaution there really for things not getting hooked up on there. So I hope that you like them. I mean, I think they're just really cute pockets, and like I say, just a bit of a different use for your doilies. And yeah, hope you have fun if you decide to make some. Obviously be fantastic if you shared it maybe on the Facebook group or whatever. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have fun with your doily pockets, and yeah, hope that you think this is a neat doily pocket idea. And thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.